Hey guys, it's me, Epic C101, and today I'm finally gonna be talking about Cobra Kai season 5 and my thoughts. I was really busy this past week and like half because we had a lot of stuff, and I actually went to Washington D.C. Also, if you're wondering why my surroundings look a lot different, is because I've moved to America, to Chicago. Yeah, it's great, it's amazing here. And but I was on a trip with my school to Washington D.C. And it was awesome, but back to the topic at hand, I had a lot of stuff to do over the week, so yeah, now I'm finally free, and I'm talking about Cobra Kai Season 5. It was perfect. It is the definition of perfect. Oh my god, the season was so good. First off, we gotta talk about the obvious great things. Terry Silver and Chosen. Because they were so good. Like, both of them. Like, first off, the actor, like, Thomas Ian Griffith. Like, Terry Silver is one of, if not the best villain of all time. Only rivaled by, like, Darth Vader. Like, he is Darth Vader level. Like, only Darth Vader is kind of better than him, and even that's debatable. Like, he is the GOAT of villains, and Chosen was such a badass. It's like, okay, Chosen is gonna whip them all into shape, and he taught them a lot of things, but the main part that I really liked was their, like, rivalry of, like, Chosen and Silver. Yeah, that was done really well. Like, one of the things that I really liked was Chosen infiltrating Cobra Kai. Like, him, pretending to be some, sensei from Japan who moved to the valley. And then, like, Terry Silver, they're actually believing it, but he tricks him because when they're toasting, he says curry instead of something else. And that's how he figures it out, which also, another thing, Terry Silver, as a villain, he was so perfect. Like, I mean, he was, like, 10 steps ahead of everybody. He was, like, honestly scary. He was, like, a horror villain. But like, actually great. You see, the thing is about Terry Silver, he both manipulates you psychologically, he controls everything. Every move you try to make, he counters it and is 10 steps ahead. Oh, and he's also a vicious karate master who can just, like, destroy you in seconds. I mean, that beating that he gave to Daniel, ooh. Like, bro, I was like, Daniel, when I saw, like, the trailers, like, Daniel was all, like, rugged and had that, like, beard and like, he had some bruises. I was like, oh, hell is Terry Silver gonna do him? He's gonna give him a beating, and he gave him a beating. I'm pretty sure he broke some bones. He beat the hell out of Daniel. Like, Terry Silver's, like, so menacing, because he, like, both mess you up psychologically, which is also what he does to Daniel, and then he's gonna, like, literally, like, break all your bones. He's such a good villain. But also the kids were great. Well, they're technically not kids anymore. They're like, turning 18 by now, so, yeah, the teenagers. Yeah, they were also really great. Miguel, of course, Miguel. Oh, the plot in Mexico. Mexico was actually pretty good. It was a bit short, but it was nice to eat, and we were able to finally meet Miguel's true father, Hector Salazar. And, it was great. It was really nice, and, just seeing, Miguel and Robbie finally patch things out, which is another thing that I really liked, Miguel and Robbie, and also Johnny and Robbie's relationship, because remember, Johnny and Robbie have been on horrible terms all this time. They finally made up in season 4, and, together, hang out, and one thing that I really liked was right before Miguel and Robbie fight, he says, Robbie says, okay, you two have your thing. Okay, that's cool. I don't mind. But, you're never going to be friends, which is actually a lot of, like, mature growth from Robbie. And eventually, Johnny gets them to fight each other. And Miguel's about to, show no mercy. He's like, nah, showing mercy. And then they, like, patch things up, and it's great. And then they're, like, best friends already. Like, they would have gotten along so well from the beginning if, that thing with the Sam didn't happen. She was alright this season, I guess. She was alright. She was alright. I don't really care about her that much. But Tori was also pretty good, yeah, that tainted win. Kim Da-eun. Yeah, she was pretty good. Yeah, she was a nice antagonist. She was the granddaughter of Kim Sun-young. He was the guy who actually trained Silver. And Chosen even mentions this to Daniel when he's seeing, okay, this is like Kim Sun-young's teachings. There also, the silver bullet, of course, that's a pretty good technique, and it also reminded me a lot of another specific punch, but I'm going to be making a video of that, so no worry. The season itself was great. Also, let's talk about the main character, Johnny Lawrence, my favorite Cobra Kai character. I even gave one of my friends who has a similar sounding nickname to Johnny, the nickname Johnny, purely because of him. So Johnny was great. As always, bro. He's Johnny. He's the GOAT, bro. Johnny's the best character. And of course, he was doing his badass stuff again. And also seeing him and Chosen just get along, just being best friends is just awesome. They like head down because Terry Silver takes over Topanga Karate, which I liked, but also like where the hell was Xander Stone? Like what the hell happened to him? Like wasn't he like their best fighter? But yeah, something happened to him, I guess. And yeah, also Devin, since she joined Topanga Karate and Topanga Karate got taken over by Cobra Kai, that means that she's not part of Cobra Kai, and she was. But at the end, she went good. Chosen and Johnny's interactions were awesome. I really like that one where they were one-upping each other by the stuff they did to Daniel. He's like, I like beat him up when we were in high school. He's like, I fought him to the death. And then that transitions to them talking about one-upping each other and stuff that Daniel did that they saw, which was really nice. Also, Daniel himself, man, he was awesome. Bro got manipulated by Silver so bad. Bro hit a newer low than Karate Kid 3. But that is Terry Silver had to speak. Also, speaking of Karate Kid 3, Mike Barnes, yeah, he was great. Like, seeing him, not actually siding with Silver, but siding with them. And that fight at the end when Chosen, Johnny, and Mike, the three, antagonists from the Karate Kid movies, barge into Terry Silver's house, fight him, fight the senseis. Also, Chosen versus Silver, that fight was so good. Fight started as like a hand-to-hand, pa, kicking stuff, all that awesome stuff, and then when Chosen easily beats him in with the what's it called? Yeah, the pressure point. He takes a sword and then Chosen takes his sides and they fight, and it's like this awesome samurai, samurai ninja battle. They go outside to the awesome pool area, and one thing that was really good is Chosen actually beats Terry Silver, but there's he turns around, because Johnny's yelling, and that's why Terry Silver gets the upper hand. But then again, Chosen is the better fighter, so that's proven. Chosen is the best fighter in Cobra Kai. In the whole Miyagi-verse, the only better fighters than him are Mr. Miyagi and debatably Sato, but I don't know. They're somewhere in that area, but Miyagi is still the best. He solos everybody. And yeah. What is there else to talk about? Oh, yeah. Hawk. Or, as they call him now, Faux Hawk. Yeah. He was ruined bad. First off, they gave him nothing to do. Really, they couldn't find a single thing for Hawk to do that is actually important. First off, he gets punched around. Bro, he's the Hawk. I know this. I'm gonna make a video where I'm going to fix Hawk's character arc. Alright, so get this. Hawk, the champion, he just came back from the biggest win ever. The All-Valley Championship Tournament under 18. He won it. Then what happens? First off, he gets punched by Kenny. He's blocking his moves and then he just gets punched by him. Alright, that was very embarrassing. And let's just not get started on that, fight for the Sekai Tekai. I'm going to be talking about the Sekai Tekai in a minute, but the qualifiers... Kenny whips out the silver bullet, knocks him out. Bro, that is the most simple punch ever. He could have blocked that immediately. He could have just the drum technique is enough to seriously weaken that silver bullet. But what I just didn't get that. Also, I didn't get Kenny being King Cobra. They should have definitely gotten Sean back, or even got Xander Stone. I mean, Xander Stone. What the hell even happened to him? Did he quit karate or something? We gotta have him return. And, yeah. So, yeah. Hawk got beaten by Kenny. Out of everybody. Kenny. And then in his final fight with Kyler, Kyler actually had some good moves on him. I'm making a video why that sucks, but I'm just saying it sucked. They ruined Hawk, and they gave him, nothing to do. They gave him no screen time, no character arc, no... anything. They made him a horrible fighter. He forgot how to fight. Oh, and you know what they did? They made Sam Little Miss Perfect. A biased judge working for Cobra Kai, and she still wins 3-0. What would have been better is having Hawk win and her lose. Bro. So I'm gonna make a video about how to fix Hawk's character arc in how to fix him in season 5. So. Yeah, but the season itself was great. I mean, it was actually perfect. It is actual perfect television. I'm not even gonna lie. Mike was awesome. Also, Now they are preparing for the Sekai Tekai. That's like the world tournament. That was Terry Silver's end goal all along. So yeah, I can't wait. I hope that some like characters from other stuff, show up. At least the actors, like, Jaden Smith and Leo Howard from Kicking It. Yeah, that would be, pretty great. So they're training for the Sekai Tekai, and the Cobra Kai is defeated because, Silver was arrested. But John Kreese had an amazing character arc. And that death scene, that actually false death scene, was like, Kreese is dead, no. Well, that song, from, like, Moon Knight, that was pretty emotional, yeah. They had a lot of good songs. Like, they had the song from Moon Knight. They had Eye of the Tiger from Rocky 3. I mean, like, yeah, Johnny Lawrence, so it makes sense. But it's still a great song. Also, what else? Yeah, the Sekai Tekai. Oh, also, like, the flashback itself. Like, back to, like, 1980, and Kreese and Silver are still young. And I was like, why? Could they, like, at least put some makeup on them to make them look older? Or, like, or, like, it's a little... just a teensy bit distracting because, like, in 4 years, alright, so that flashback takes place in 1980. Karate Kid 1 takes place in 84. So, Kreese literally went from Barrett Kerrigan to Martin Cove in the span of 4 years. And also went from, like, a nice guy to, a total psychopath. But I actually have an explanation to that. It's because... he was in the proximity of his friends in 1980, Like, if somebody, like, came in and, like, beat up his best student and, whatever, then he would probably have been pissed, but not as much, Like, for some people, they get worse with time, and I think that's what happened with Kreese. Like, in that time between 80 and 84, he, got even worse mentally. And, even from 84 to 85, in 84, he strangled his student and tried to... kill Mr. Miyagi, but in Karate Kid 1, he was just kind of an antagonist, just doing what he had to do to, win. And like in Karate Kid 3 in 85, he was just completely unhinged. Like he was actually evil. That was where like Terry Silver's plan, but he was still going along with it in spades. So, yeah. Also, I just don't know what to say. Like, it was so good. Yeah, I'm saying that a lot because it was. Cobra Kai Season 5 was the best season of Cobra Kai ever, and is one of the best seasons of television that I have personally ever seen. Cobra Kai has always been my favorite TV show, so... yeah, what else was pretty good about Season 5? The final fight. Actually, I liked, Daniel busting out the old crane kick one last time. Also, Johnny and Carmen are expecting a child, so, that could lead to some stories. That could be fun. So, Kreese, I forgot to mention this. Kreese escaped from prison at the end, and I can't wait to see what that happens. Because, apparently, him and Kim Dae-hoon have, better relations, so he's probably gonna, start Cobra Kai again. He's probably gonna realize, maybe it isn't that much of a good idea to, restart Cobra Kai, and he's gonna show mercy. So he's gonna kind of teach similar to Johnny stuff, show no mercy, strike first, strike hard, but don't be don't be an asshole. Have that character arc. Have him, apologizing to Johnny for So yeah, that I think would be pretty good. Yeah, I can't wait for season 6. Season 6 is going to be great. So yeah, I just love this. I love this show itself. I love this season. This season was so perfect. Yeah, that's all I can say. See you guys. Oh, wait, actually, the season was perfect. 10 out of 10. Anyways, if you liked what you've seen here and you want to see more, you can just, continue watching my videos and, subscribe and like and all that stuff. The bell. So, yeah, see you guys. And remember, no mercy.